Hello YouTube brothers and sisters. Welcome to my channel. Today we are visiting World Heritage Site at Luxor. But before that, kindly subscribe my channel to reach me minimum 1,000 subscribers. Luxor has frequently been characterized as the world's greatest open-air museum, as the ruins of the Egyptian temple complexes at Karnak and Luxor stand within the modern city. Immediately opposite, across the River Nile, lie the monuments, temples, and tombs of the West Bank Theban necropolis, which includes the Valley of the Kings and Valley of the Queens. Luxor was the ancient city of Thebes, the capital of Upper Egypt during the New Kingdom, and the city of Ammonius, later to become the god Ammonius Ra. The city was regarded as City of the Scepter, and later in Demotic Egyptian as the Shrine/Temple, referring to its Arabic name Karnak, meaning fortified village. Thebes was also known as the City of the 100 Gates. As the city of the god Ammonius Ra, Thebes remained the religious capital of Egypt until the Greek period. The main god of the city was Ammonius, who was worshipped together with his wife, the goddess Mut, and their son Khonsu, the god of the moon. With the rise of Thebes as the foremost city of Egypt, the local god Ammonius rose in importance as well and became linked to the sun god Ra, thus creating the new king of gods Ammonius Ra. His great temple at Karnak, just north of Thebes, was the most important temple of Egypt right until the end of antiquity. Luxor temples were built for the official worship of the gods and in commemoration of the pharaohs in ancient Egypt and regions under Egyptian control. Temples were seen as houses for the gods or kings to whom they were dedicated. Within them, the Egyptians performed a variety of rituals, the central functions of Egyptian religion, giving offerings to the gods, reenacting their mythological interactions through festivals, and warding off the forces of chaos. These rituals were seen as necessary for the gods to continue to uphold Mut, the divine order of the universe. Housing and caring for the gods were the obligations of pharaohs, who therefore dedicated prodigious resources to temple construction and maintenance. Out of necessity, pharaohs delegated most of their ritual duties to a host of priests, but most of the populace was excluded from direct participation in ceremonies and forbidden to enter a temple's most sacred areas. Nevertheless, a temple was an important religious site for all classes of Egyptians who went there to pray, give offerings, and seek oracular guidance from the god dwelling within. The city attracted people such as the Babylonians, the Mitanni, the Hittites of Anatolia, the Canaanites of Ugarit, the Phoenicians of Byblos and Tyre, the Minoans from the island of Crete. A Hittite prince from Anatolia even came to marry with the widow of Tutankhamun in Kesenamun. The political and military importance of the city, however, faded during the late period, with Thebes being replaced as political capital by several cities in northern Egypt, such as Bubastis, Sais, and finally Alexandria. Later, the city was attacked by Assyrian Emperor Ashurbanipal, who installed a new prince on the throne, Samtik-I. The city of Thebes was in ruins and fell in significance. However, Alexander the Great did arrive at the Temple of Ammonius, where the statue of the god was transferred from Karnak during the Opet festival, the great religious feast. Thebes remained a site of spirituality up to the Christian era and attracted numerous Christian monks of the Roman Empire who established monasteries amidst several ancient monuments, including the Temple of Hatshepsut, now called Deir el-Bahari. Following the Muslim conquest of Egypt, part of the Luxor temple was converted from a church to a mosque. This mosque is currently known as the Abu Haggag Mosque today. The 18th century saw an increase of Europeans visiting Luxor, with some publishing their travels and documenting its surroundings, such as Claude Sicard, Granger, Frederick Lewis Norden, Richard Pocock, Vivant Denon, and others. By the 20th century, Luxor had become a major tourist destination. A tourism development plan aims to transform Luxor into the biggest, vast open-air museum. The master plan envisions new roads, five-star hotels, glitzy shops, and an IMAX theater. The main attraction is an $11 million project to unearth and restore the 2.7 kilometers long avenue of sphinxes that once linked Luxor and Karnak temples. The ancient processional road was built by the pharaoh Amenhotep III and took its final form under Nectanebo I in 400 BC. Over 1,000 Sphinx statues line the road now being excavated, which was covered by silt, homes, mosques, and churches. Excavation started around 2004. On the 8th of April, 2021, Egyptian archaeologists led by Zahi Hawass found Aten, a 3,400-year-old, lost golden city near Luxor. It is the largest known city from ancient Egypt to be unearthed to date. The site was said by Betsy Bryan, professor of Egyptology at Johns Hopkins University, to be the second most important archaeological discovery since the tomb of Tutankhamun. The site is celebrated by the unearthing crew for showing a glimpse into the ordinary lives of living ancient Egyptians, whereas past archaeological discoveries were from tombs and other burial sites. Many artifacts are found alongside the buildings, such as pottery dated back to the reign of Amenhotep III, rings, and everyday working tools. The site is not completely unearthed as of the 10th of April, 2021. The climate of Luxor is extremely clear, bright, and sunny year-round, in all seasons, with a low seasonal variation, with about some 4,000 hours of annual sunshine, very close to the maximum theoretical sunshine duration. For domestic travel along the route of the Nile, a rail service operates several times a day. A morning train and sleeping train can be taken from the railway station situated around 400 meters from Luxor Temple. The line runs between several major destinations, including Cairo to the north and Aswan to the south. Luxor can be explored in the moonlight. Let's see in our next destination at Santorini Island, Greece. Thank you for subscribing my channel.